Hi everyone, thank you for watching. Thank you for being part of this tarot reading. And this is Adi from tarotforlifecoaching.com, and I'm going to do a general reading for the sign of Gemini for the week of starting the 15th of May till the 21st. So it's a general reading for Gemini for the week starting the 15th of May. So let's see how the energies are going to flow for you, Gemini. Apologies to those who've been watching my videos and have been missing the videos for a few weeks. I have been extremely busy, and it's been just incredibly difficult to fit it in. And I do need to have quiet space in between my readings, so I can't just keep going. Otherwise, it just doesn't flow for me. So, but I feel like I'm back on track again, so hopefully I can do regular readings again for you. But this is for Gemini. I'm going to do a combination again, as I normally do, with some tarot cards and some oracle cards, and just see how that all connects for you. So your overall energy for the week is the Justice card in reverse. It just shines over. I have a general energy card here anyway, the third one above, but that one just again gives some extra information once more. It just links it all up for me. I also do, as usual, the Goddess Guidance cards. I always pull one for everybody. And I have the Angel Answers cards today. So I already see it. It's that one. I just have a little bit of water. Right, and so let's start with the tarot cards first. So we've got the Hierophant in reverse. We have the Nine of Pentacles. And we have the Hangman. And as an overall energy, we have the Ace of Swords. Good. So Gemini, we start with the Hierophant in reverse. So the Hierophant is very, it actually in its core relates to religious structures. It's not, I don't see it so much as a spiritual card, although in some readings it can come up like that. But it's much more structured in, say, the official church energy, and I'm not, don't get me wrong, I'm not against that at all, but it's a different energy than the more free spirit butterfly energy of maybe the spiritual development. Churches are a little bit more structured in a hierarchical sense and in norms and values and that sort of thing. And this card also shows a strong leader. It can sometimes refer to people receiving advice and following it, or they can be the advisor and people are following them. So it depends on the reading and how it goes. But in reverse, it often tells me about advice that people have received, and or wanting to break away from a certain structure that they've been advised to follow. And I quite like this card in reverse in many ways, because it sort of tells me that you are opening to listen to your own inner guidance rather than just guidance that is set out for you, And so there is a sort of freeing up here. A freeing up of your own thinking. Where are you going? And following your own inner guidance. And this is sort of the way you're starting to listen to your own voice, really. You don't necessarily speak it out as such, but you're starting to feel it stronger, I think, by the beginning of the week. You're starting to feel again. It's actually moving too far towards you feeling a lot more in your element, because you're connecting more with your inner world. And in the meantime, that will also express for me that you are starting to feel better in your outer world, because here you're sitting right in the middle of the reading, and the Nine of Pentacles is a very beautiful card. It is a card that shows generosity of heart, and feeling good in your environment, having achieved a tremendous amount, worked extremely hard. There's a lot of pentacles here. It's nearly at the top of what can be achieved, actually. And there is a sense of great achievement and abundance in one area of your life. So it doesn't necessarily have to be financial abundance at all, but it's more like an inner sense of life is starting to feel a lot more settled, and you have worked very hard. The pentacles really relate to anything that you achieve by physical effort, you know, and the achievements are in the material field. So it has to do with investments, financial investments or material investments, with practical results from your efforts at work, at home, beautiful sense of abundance in one area of your life where you really feel like, actually I'm okay in myself, you know, I have achieved all this and I feel good about it. So there is this movement towards listening to your inner guidance, and actually it also reflects back again with the Hangman here, who is in upright position, even though he's upside down, because hangmen are upside down, of course. And I love this card. It is to me, it's a very peaceful card. Some people don't like it because they feel out of life, but actually it's showing me that you are starting to find an inner stillness, a place, and there's a total control here. Somebody is just hanging on one foot, being in total peace, not feeling pain, not feeling sorrow. It's just shutting out the world and having this quiet space. And sometimes it can also mean taking a different perspective, if you want to interpret it more in a material way, and taking a different perspective. So you will know how it applies to you, but I do feel that there is a spiritual energy here in terms of finding that still place and not listening necessarily to external guidance, but really starting to rely on your internal self, and starting to feel really good in the middle of that, feeling really much more settled and balanced in yourself, and feel good about all the things you've achieved. Because, you know, to have 9 pentacles there, that means to me that you have worked very hard for what you've got. And the beautiful thing is here also that you, in combination with this quiet space, your inner guidance, you also have the Ace of Swords here. And the Ace of Swords is about new ideas, new beginnings in terms of mental energy, where you're going, what is the way forward. And this is swords really relate to your thinking, your organizational skills, your ideas, communication. And the card is telling me in this reading that you have become quite clear in your thinking. Things are becoming clearer for you, and you feel again like a new idea or a new way forward here with this Ace of Swords. So it may well come actually from this quiet, more contemplative state where you are going to find yourself in, where you're away from the structures and where you feel more connected with your true self. And in that sense feel more balanced in yourself, that these ideas will come. Because from a sort of noisy place in our head, we won't get good and clear ideas coming in. So it's a lovely way to be. So it's really encouraging you to allow that to happen, and to take that step back from all the things in our lives that are happening that are noisy, you know, on many levels. Noisy in terms of all the input that we are getting through our senses. So it's wanting you to take time out from that, and then you're opening yourself for these new ideas coming in. Now you've got the Justice card in reverse, so there may well be something here that feels a little bit unjust in your life, and that may well be the trigger for you to go into this more quiet space. And sometimes we feel negative about things that are challenging in life, but actually it gives you the opportunity to start reviewing how you want to go forward and rethink things. You know, it actually goes lovely with this row of cards here, because if something in your life feels a little bit unjust, then step back from it, allow it, because life happens and life is just the way it is. We can't actually change it. We think we have a tremendous amount of influence over it, but actually a lot of life just happens as it happens, and then it's up to us on how we deal with it. And you have the capacity this week to deal with it very clearly, and to have to take yourself back from a situation, not to get overly out there involved with things, and to center yourself and to allow these new ideas to come in, and then just work with what you've got, you know, because life will show you forward. It's a very positive feel here. Now, your Goddess Guidance card is saying, I had this one in my previous reading for, I think it was Aries, and I cannot say the word very much. I think it says sorceress, Rhiannon. So you are a magical person who can manifest your clear intentions into reality. So very nice in this reading also. So you are a magical person who can manifest your clear intentions into reality. So again, it's opposite the Hierophant here, so a very spiritual energy here, opposite the more structured energy of more religious institutions. But in reverse, so actually it's asking you to connect with this spiritual side of you. It's particularly also with the Hangman here. It's all the same message, you know. It's just trying to really connect here with your inner self, despite what might be happening or what might have happened in the past, where you feel a little bit out of sync with. It doesn't matter. Just go back to this quiet space. And this is, I think, it keeps going back, this card. I can't believe it, actually. I think it's probably the 5th card here, or maybe even the 6th in my readings. It keeps coming up. Communicate clearly. Communicate clearly. And there is something here with the tarot that is really warning everybody to stick to your beliefs and to really communicate your thoughts if they need communicating. And actually, with your reading here with the Ace of Swords next to it, the swords being a card of communication, it's the air energy here, of thinking clearly and having a good, sharp, clear, non-blurred communication. And there is this need at the moment for a lot of people, I think, to express and to come out and just to say what needs to be said. Not in a harsh way in any way, but to make your situation clear. It's interesting just how these cards keep coming back. That's often a general theme going on, and obviously related to astrology as well, with Mercury direct, and coming out of a sort of more private space and just say it, you know, just say it like that. So that probably is the sense for the week for you, Gemini. But if you want to have a private reading, then do contact me via tarotforlifecoaching.com. And we can have a look at your situation specifically. There's different orders you can do via my website. So I wish you a beautiful week ahead. I hope this all makes sense to you. And I look forward to seeing you very soon in the future. Thank you so much for watching.